Dear students, please note down. These notes have been uploaded in the description of video. Please download your notes. Dear students, in this lecture of cell biology, this is a common lecture. It is a lecture specially designed for competitive exam students. In this lecture, we will discuss cell as a basic unit of life. Dear students, cell is a basic unit of life, as no living organism can have life without a cell. Cell acts as a structural and functional unit of organisms. Dear students, a number of organisms are made up of a single cell. Such organisms are called unicellular or acellular organisms, like bacteria, E. coli, Escherichia coli, like Chlamydomonas, a green algae, amoeba, a protozoan, yeast, a fungus. These are unicellular organisms. Competitive exam students generally note down these organisms which have a single cell, known as acellular organism. While the plants and animals, these are multicellular organisms, and in these multicellular organisms, the body is made up of number of cells. In case of newly born baby of human being, at the time of birth, about 2 trillion cells are present. Dear students, in a newly born baby, about 2 trillion, 2 into 10 raised power 12 cells are present. And in adult human being, about 100 trillions. Dear students, in a adult person having a weight of about 60 kg, 100 trillion, 100 into 10 raised power 12 or 10 raised power 14. This is the number of adult man, in which the cell number is about 100 trillions, while in a newly born baby the number is 2 trillions. Dear students, first microscope that was discovered by Jacques Janssen in 1590, and this first microscope which was developed by Janssen, that was further modified by Galileo, and later on it was modified by Robert Hooke. Note down, very important question for competitive exam. Robert Hooke, he studied the internal structure of plants. Dear students, in his crude microscope, the magnification power of that microscope, that was about 40 times, and in that microscope he used plano-concave lens. Competitive exam student, in that microscope which was designed by Robert Hooke, he used plano-concave lens, and in his study he used a piece of cork of Spanish oak. Dear students, he used a piece of cork of Spanish oak, and he prepared thin slice of cork. Under his crude microscope, the magnification power about 40 times, he observed the cork piece shows a honeycomb-like structure. In that honeycomb-like structure, these empty compartments are present. Dear students, Robert Hooke in 1665, he used a thin slice of cork of Spanish oak, and he found a honeycomb-like structure. In that honeycomb-like structure, these empty compartments, and these empty compartment box-like compartments he named as celluli. Dear students, now this term cellula is known as cells, and these compartments are separated by cellulose cell wall. It means at the time of discovery of cell. And he named these empty compartments as cellulae. Robert Hooke, in 1665, competitive exam student, he also discovered these compartments were separated by cell wall. These cell walls are made up of cellulose. It means two discoveries. One is discovery of cell and second discovery of cell wall, and that cell wall is made up of cellulose. But this term cell, that is a misnomer, because living cell is neither hollow. Robert Hooke studied that these are empty compartments. These cells, dear students, but living cells are not hollow. Neither these are always covered by a cell wall, as in case of animal cells. Cell wall is absent. Robert Brown, in 1831, each and every point very important for competitive exams. Robert Brown, 1831, discovered that cell consists of a nucleus. It means the discovery of cell, that credit goes to Robert Hooke in 1665, as well as the discovery of cell wall, that credit also goes to Robert Hooke in 1665. But the discovery of nucleus, this credit goes to Robert Brown, 1831. In orchid root, Dujardin. Dear students, next scientist Dujardin in 1835. 1835 Dujardin observed that outside this nucleus there is a jelly-like substance, and that jelly-like substance is sarcode. But this term sarcode, it was named as protoplasm by Purkinje in 1839. Dear students, this cell was discovered by Robert Hooke, 1665, while this nucleus that was studied by and discovered by Robert Brown, 1831, in orchid root cell. While this jelly-like substance, it is named sarcode, and this term sarcode was given by Dujardin, while this jelly-like substance, which is sarcode, given by Dujardin, is replaced by Purkinje as protoplasm. Schwann, 1838, and he discovered cell membrane. This entire structure is surrounded by, this protoplasm is surrounded by a membrane, that is plasma membrane or cell membrane, and the discovery credit of this cell membrane, plasma membrane, that goes to Schwann, 1838. But this term cell membrane, that was given by Nageli and Kremen, 1855. In 1839, Schleiden and Schwann, they jointly put forward a theory, that is cell theory. Dear students, very important question, cell theory, that was given by Schleiden and Schwann in 1839. Some fundamental features of this cell theory. All living organisms, plants, animals, are composed of cells and cell products. Point number second, each cell, Schleiden and Schwann, according to this cell theory, cell may be defined as a mass of protoplasm, and this mass of protoplasm, it consists of a nucleus, and this protoplasm is bounded by a cell membrane, and outside this cell membrane, cell wall may or may not be present. Next point is, all cells are basically similar in structure and functions. And dear students, activities of an organism. And all these activities, the sum total of activities and interaction of its constituent cells. It means the activities of an organisms are the result of activities and interactions of cell constituents. Dear students, in next lecture, means tomorrow we will discuss modern cell theory.